If you see the first question, part 2, ranking, Kamya is 5th from the left and Preeti is 6th from the right. If they interchange their positions, Kamya becomes 13th from the left. What is the position of Preeti from the right hand? That is the question. You can go through the question clearly. As you can see here, Kamya K is 5th from the left hand and Preeti, that is 6th from the right hand. Preeti is 6th from the right hand. Now he is saying that if they interchange, just simply put K in the place of P and simply P in the place of K. Then Kamya becomes 13th from the left hand. If you simply 6 plus 13, that is nothing but 19. So what is the figure? If you put here, that becomes 19. So simply if you put 14 here, the position of Preeti from the right hand will be 14. If you put 14 here, the figure will be total if you add 19. So the answer is 14, that's enough. Now if you don't want to do this process, if you want to check it down here, as according to data, 6th from the right and 13th from the left. If you add, the total students will be 6 plus of 13 minus 1, that is 19 minus 1, that will be total students will be 18. As they are asking the question, the Preeti, what is the position of Preeti from the left hand? As we know the total, one and you know, therefore according to rule number 1, that is 18 minus of 5 plus 1. What is 18 minus of 5? That is 13 plus 1. 13 plus 1 is nothing but 14. Therefore, the answer is 14. So, we try to follow the very first what I told. This all it takes a lot of time. So, after knowing total students, then you put all these things, it creates a lot of nuisance. If you add 6 plus 13, that is 19. So, what is the figure you place here that gives you 19? So, simply the answer is 14. 5 plus 14, that will give you 19. So, the answer is 14 is the right answer. Question number 2. In part 2, that is in a row of 25 children, 9 is 14th from the right hand and Arun is 3rd to the left of 9 in that row, and I was asking what is the position of Arun from the left hand of the row. That is the question. You can simply read it and you can get the meaning of the question. Now the total students is 25 students. 9 is 14th from the right hand of the row. If you see that Arun is 3rd to the left of 9, what is the left of your paper? That is your left hand side. What is the right of your paper? That should be the right hand side. 3rd to the left hand side, that should come here. We add 3 to 14. 3rd to the left means we have to add the figure directly 3 to 14, that will be 17. Therefore, Arun will be 17th from the right hand. Okay? Or the position of Arun is 17th from the right hand. Now he is asking what is the position of Arun from the left hand. So, according to the rule number 1, the total figure is given, one end is given, you should find the other end. Therefore, Arun from the left hand is nothing but 25 minus of 17 plus 1. What is 25 minus of 17? 8 plus 1. That is nothing but 9th from the left hand. Therefore, the position of Arun is nothing but 9th from the left hand of the row. If you see the next question, in a class of 45 students, a boy's rank is 20th from the starting. If two boys join, his rank dropped by 1. Now he is asking what is his rank from the bottom. So, that is the question. His rank dropped by 1 is the most important point here. So here, if you see here, the total students are 45. If now, previously his rank is 20th from the starting, two boys joined here. Now the total students will be 47. His rank dropped by 1 means now his rank will be 21. Therefore, he is asking what is his rank from the bottom. Therefore, 47 minus of 21 plus 1. That is nothing but 26 plus 1. That is nothing but 27 from the bottom. So the answer is 27 is the right answer. You see the question number 4 here. In a class, Sai Ram's rank is 23rd in mathematics from the starting and 27th in physics from the bottom. He is asking what is the total number of students in the particular class. As I said very clearly that a particular person's in two cases, either from the starting and the bottom should be known clearly. But if you see here, the subjects are different. Whereas 23rd is in mathematics from the top and 27th in the physics from the bottom. The subjects are different. Due to the subjects are different, we cannot find total number of students in the class. So the answer is data inadequate. You see the next question. N ranks 5th in the class and S is 8th from the last and T is 6th after N and just in the middle of N and S. Total how many students are there in the class? This question is very clear. This question should be focused. He is saying that T is 6th after N. It is not the case of T is 6th after N. That point is very must be keep in mind that N ranks 5th in the class, that is fine. S is 8th from the last, that is also fine. T is 6th after N, which is not the case of T putting 6 here. T is 6 positions after n. That point is very much important. So if we add 6 to 5 here, so T will be 5 plus 6, that T will be 11th from the top. So now if you want to know total students basing upon a single character, we have to know the 2 n's. If you see there, there are, if you add 6 to 5, now T becomes 11th from the top. Similarly, between is the word mentioned here. For example, how many students are there between 11, T and N? 11 minus of 5. 11 minus of 5, that is 6 minus 1. There are 5 students between N and T. Obviously, there should also be 5 students between T and S. So if you add 6 to 11 here, 6 to 11, that will become 17 from the starting the case of S. Therefore, total students, if you want to put the total students, therefore 8 plus of 17 minus 1, there is nothing but 25 minus 1, the total students will be 24. So this is the answer. I repeat here, he has given the case of N as 5 from the starting and S as 8th from the last, and is saying that T is 6th after N. It is not the case of putting T is 6th place after N. So 6 places after N. The meaning of the particular sentence is 6 places after N. So we add 6 to 5 here, the position of T becomes 11th from the top. That is clear. Now we see here the gap between N and T are 5 students. Similarly, the gap should between T and S also be 5 students, because it is clearly saying that T is exactly between N and S. So if we add 5 plus 6, the position of T comes here. If we add 6 to 11 here, the position of S comes from the starting. That the position of S is 17 from the top. Therefore, the total students, because we know the 2 ends of S, total students is 8 plus 17 minus 1, 25 minus 1, 24. Therefore, total students in the particular class is nothing but 24. If you see the next question here, he is saying that Netha is 22nd from the past students from the top, and Kalyan is 5 ranks below Netha and is 34th from the bottom. And the pass to fail ratio is given as 4:1. Now he is asking what is the total number of students. If you can go through the question, that is the meaning of the question. As you said that Netha is 22nd from the top. That's fine. And Kalyan is 5 ranks below Netha. That means Kalyan will be 22 plus 5, that is coming 27 from the starting, and Kalyan position 34th from the bottom as well. Therefore, the total pass to the students is nothing but 27 plus of 34 minus 1. That is nothing but 27 plus 34, that is nothing but 61 minus 1. That is totally 6 students passed. Therefore, the ratio is given that a pass to fail students as 4:1. As you get the pass to total students will be 60. Therefore, it's nothing but 4 15s are. Similarly, obviously, 1 15s are, there will be 15. Therefore, total students is nothing but 60 plus 15. The total students failed and passed students is 75 total students are there in the particular class. See the question 7 and 8, it depends upon the data given. As I said at the beginning of the topic, ranking, that the content of the ranking is nearly for 4 to 5 marks, because basing upon the data they will be given the questions. Now if you see this data here, A, B, C, D, F first students participated in a dancing competition. According to their talent, they got different prize monies, that is positions. According to the position, they got the money 12,000, 10,000, 8,000, 4,000 is clearly given. But he has given that data also that A got less money than B, and the difference between C and F is 2,000, and the difference between D and F is 4,000 at least. The word at least is most important, and is clearly mentioned the position of E got as 8,000. That is clear. So you can clearly see the data that you will be knowing clearly. If you see here, the prize monies are 12,000, 10,000. 8,000, 6,000, 4,000, 2,000 is the case of even format. So according to the data, now if you see the question number 7, according to their heights, according to the from starting to ending, what is the case here? Matching. So according to the data, if we substitute here, we can substitute only the point number 4. The point number 4 is that E got 8,000. That is the only case we can substitute, because if according to the points he had given, if you put the data in different cases, we will be getting different cases. If you see the options in the 7th question, there is no cannot be determined, and there is no none of this, and there is no case of can't say. We can say this answer. So according to the options, you have to check it out. If you see the option here, according to the option A is getting more compared with the B. So this is the wrong answer. A should get less money compared with the B. Now if you see the second case here, the difference between C and F should be 2,000. If I put C here, if I put C and F, substitute C and F here. So C and F here, there is no case of C is here and F is here and D is. I am taking the case of second option. So B and A obviously. Now I have to match this option according to the given conditions. So A, that's fine. Between C and F is 2000. That's no problem. 6000 and 4000 is 2000 only. The difference between D and F at least 4000. There is no case of 4000 because 4000 and 2000 is 2000 only. So condition 2 fails here. So there is no case of taking the answer second option. Now if you take the third case, that is F, B, E, A, C, D. A got less, A should get less than B, that's fine. E is 8000, it's fine. C and F, the difference of C and F must be 2000. If you see here 12,000 minus 4,000, 8,000. So the option 3 also wrong. If 3 options are wrong, definitely there is no case of checking. Definitely option D will be correct. If you want to check it out, option 4 also, B, A, E, D, C, B. E got 8,000, that's fine. The difference between C and F is 2000. 4 minus 2 is 2000. And also the difference between D and F is at least 4000. In the case of at least 6000 minus 2000, that is 4000. So all the conditions, A got less than B. So all the 4 conditions match in option 4. So the answer is option 4 is your answer. If you see the question number 8 here, the position of A gets 4000. Now what is the total amount of C and F gets? That is the question here. Already account the point number 4 in the given data, E got 8000. If A got 4000, A should get less than to B. So I can place B here and account the conditions. The conditions should not break down. Though you place the characters, they should match the conditions. So I am taking that C and F here and place the D here for an example. If I place in this condition, if you see here, the difference between C and F should be 2000. Yes, there is a 2000. E is 8000. A got less than comparing to B. This one. Fine. And the difference between D and F should at least 4000. If you see here 10,000 here, 2000 here, 8000. At least 4000 means obviously that is 8000 is greater than 4. There is no problem. So therefore, this is the case of substituting. If for example, if I place like this, C, F, E, therefore B, for example, there is no case of substituting D in the case of here. So this is the case taking here, absolutely right, because the condition, if I change the characters, for example, if I take D here, like B here, A here, C here. So with the C and F should be 2000, but it's more than 2000. So now what is the possible, now is in the question, 8th question also, is asking what is the possible amount of C and F. Therefore the possible amount of C and F is nothing but 12,000 plus 10,000 is nothing but 22,000 is the right answer. So answer 22,000 is the right answer. So question number 9 and 10 is also basing on the data. So it's given that the rank of Samir is 10th from the top and Anjali's rank is 4th from the top. And also only among the girls, Anjali's rank is 3rd from the top and 7th from the bottom. Only boys, Samir's rank is 5th from the top and 21st from the bottom. If you can go through the data, that can be clear. So if you see here, in the case of boys and girls, Anjali's rank is 4th from the top. And Samir is 10th from the top. This is the data given among boys and girls. If you simply observe the case of girls, Anjali is 3rd from the top and 7th from the bottom. 7th from the bottom. Among boys, Samir is 5th from top and 21st from the bottom. This is the data. That's given. So it is saying that in a class we definitely boys and girls. So data according to boys and girls are given. So if you want to know total boys and total girls, that is the total strength of the class. If you see here, total girls here, 3 plus 7 minus 1, 10 minus 1, there is nothing but total 9 girls. If you see here, total boys is nothing but 5 plus 21 minus 1. That is 26 minus 1, that is 25. Therefore, 9 girls and 25 boys totally. That is nothing but 34. The total strength of the class is nothing but 34 students, boys and girls. That is the question. That is the answer for question number 9. That is question number 9. Clearly you can see from the data only. That is the total 34 students in the class. That is the answer. Is question number 9 is the answer for question number 9. Now if you see the question number 10 here, now is asking how many students are there between Anjali and Samir. So how many students are there between Anjali and Samir? Definitely, how many boys and girls are there between Anjali and Samir? If you want to see that, Anjali is 4th from the top and Samir is still 10th from the top. So we have to know how many students are there between Anjali and Samir. 10 minus 4 minus 1 means 6 minus 1, that is 5 students are there between Anjali and Samir. Definitely we know that 5 students are there between Anjali and Samir, there is no doubt at all. But we have to know how many boys and how many girls are there between Anjali and Samir. If you see here, the rank of Anjali is 4th from the top. Means there will be 3 students above Anjali, ahead of Anjali. So if you see, if you can observe the only case of Anjali among girls, Anjali is 3rd from the top. Anjali will be 3rd from the top. Definitely there are two students ahead of Anjali among girls. If you see boys and girls, there are 3 students ahead of Anjali. If you see in the case of only girls, Anjali will be 2 girls ahead of Anjali. So therefore, if you subtract 3 minus 2 here, if you subtract 3 minus 2, that is, we are talking about 3 students. 3 students in the case of boys and girls, 2 girls in the case of only girls. Therefore, in the case of total of 3 cases, we got 2 girls upper. If 3 minus 2, definitely there will be 1 boy ahead of Anjali. I repeat, you note this point very clearly. In the case of boys and girls, I am saying that the case of Anjali is 4. 4 from top, definitely there will be 3 persons ahead of Anjali. We don't know how many boys and how many girls. But if you see in the case of girls, Anjali is 3rd from the top, means there will be definitely 2 girls ahead of Anjali. Now you subtract 2 girls from 3. 2 girls, that is, and 1 boy. So 2 girls means definitely there will be 1 boy left. Therefore 2 girls and 1 boy ahead of Anjali. By matching this data, that is point number 1. If you see here, the case of boys, Samir is 5th from the top, means definitely there will be 4 boys ahead of Samir. Already ahead of Samir, if you see in the case of boys and girls, the rank of Samir is 10. Definitely how many boys we don't know. Already you can observe 1 boy ahead of Anjali. Ahead of Anjali means the case of boys, there should be 4 boys ahead of Samir. Already 1 boy ahead of Anjali is finished. So definitely there will be 3 boys between Anjali and Samir. And if 3 boys between Anjali and Samir means, definitely there will be 2 girls between Anjali and Samir. So this question must be compared with the case of girls and compared with the case of boys. Then only we will get it. So the total, now the answer for question number 10 is nothing but 3 boys and 2 girls is the answer. So that should be keep in mind. So the answer is 3 boys and 2 girls. We are placing 10 more questions in the description box also. You kindly go through the description of questions. That is very important questions also. If any new watchers watching my video, kindly subscribe and share it and like it and tap the bell icon to get the further notifications. Thank you.